Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Recently I had the pleasure to try on the new Rolex Land Dweller and I have some thoughts about it. But first of all I have to thank the TheDubaiExpat YouTube channel because I can use his footage that he filmed, because I went to the store and I only took one picture, so YouTube video wouldn't be possible with only one picture. So I asked him if I could get footage from him. So a massive thanks to the TheDubaiExpat. I will link you his channel down below. So first of all, before we talk about my likes and dislikes about the watch, I want to talk about the different variants of the watch. The watch is available in 36 and 40mm of case diameter and is available in white Rolex ore, which is a mixture of steel and white gold, and also in Everose gold and platinum. There's only one dial which is available. It's a white dial with the honeycomb pattern, which I will talk about later. That's the dial for the Rolex ore one and the Everose one, and the platinum one features the typical blue dial. And also a diamond bezel is available for the Everose gold and platinum model. So let's start with what I like about this watch. First of all, it's very comfortable on the wrist and the bracelet looks really cool because of the shiny and matte links. In my opinion, the Rolex Land Dweller pays homage to the Rolex Oyster Quartz because it looks a bit like it. And the Oyster Quartz is such a cool piece, which I like more than the Land Dweller, but we will talk about that later. The Land Dweller as well features a glass caseback, which I really like, and a fluted bezel that looks really nice. But the single components, now we come to the cons, the single components such as the bezel, the dial and the bracelet are really looking very good on their own. But the problem is all of the cool looking parts like the bezel, the dial and the bracelet are combined in this watch. And I think for me personally, or for my personal taste, that's too much. The dial looks a bit like the one of the Explorer 1, but the numerals are a bit different compared to the Explorer 1. And the thing is, these numerals look really cool. I really like the Explorer 1, but with the honeycomb pattern on the dial, for me it's just too much, because first you have the honeycomb pattern and then you have the numerals of the Explorer 1, but they are slightly different to the Explorer 1, so something new, and then you have the new honeycomb pattern, and I think for me that's just too much. The numerals and the honeycomb in combination, for me it's just too much. But if you want, you can write me your opinion in the comments. I'm really curious about your thoughts. So as I said before, in the end the Land Dweller looks kinda cool with some great components such as the bezel and the bracelet, because the bracelet is really comfortable and the bezel looks really nice on its own. But all of this together, for me personally, for my personal taste, it's just too much. So my wish for Rolex for the future would be that they would release the Land Dweller but with some other dials, because the watch itself looks good, but the dial for me it's just too much. That's the thing. So for the future I would wish that Rolex would release like more simple dials, for example the ones from the Datejust. And in my opinion, some good alternatives to the Rolex Land Dweller from the current Rolex catalog are the Datejust Wimbledon dial with Jubilee bracelet and fluted bezel, because the Datejust, compared to the Land Dweller, features a fluted bezel, a very nice bracelet, and the Wimbledon dial has numerals as well, but Roman numerals, which I think looks really cool. I don't know if you can really compare it to the Land Dweller, but I think it would be a nice alternative to the Land Dweller. For people who want to have a watch which is not as flashy as the Land Dweller but still want to get a Rolex from the current Rolex catalog, I would suggest the Datejust with Wimbledon dial. And because I said it before that the Land Dweller features the indices from the Explorer 1, or kind of the indices from the Explorer 1, I think they are inspired from the Explorer 1. I would suggest you getting the normal Explorer 1 because it is a really simple watch, features a Rolex professional clasp, which I really like, and has like the very simple dial with the nice numerals. So that's another watch I would suggest you from the current Rolex catalog as an alternative to the Land Dweller. So now I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the Rolex Land Dweller? Write me a comment down below. I'm really looking forward to read your comments about the watch. And don't forget to drop this video a like and subscribe if you want to know more about watches, perfume and fashion. See you in the next one.